Hey Tracy,
Oh, hi, Isaac.
how are you going?
Oh, not so good today.
No?
Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like I've really stuffed up and made some really big mistakes and I feel quite guilty. Yeah.
Okay. I think there's a story in the Bible that Jesus tells that could really help you.
Can you tell me?
Yeah, I can tell you.
Cool.
So the story goes, there's a man who has two sons, and the younger son one day comes to his father and says, "Father, I want all the money that I get when you die right now."
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah, and this made the father quite sad because the son had pretty much said, "Dad, I wish you were dead."
Yeah.
How do you reckon the father will respond?
Well, angry, I would have thought.
Yeah, you would think, but the father doesn't do that. He said yes to his son and gave him the money.
Goodness.
Yeah. So the son, now with heaps of money, all the money, he gathers all that he has and sets off to a faraway city. In that city, he spends it on anything that he wants, all the toys that he wants, all the lollies that he wants. He spends and spends until he has nothing left. And at that time, the city came into a shortage of food. Starting to run out of food.
Wow.
And so...
What's he do?
Yeah, he has no food and no money, so he needs to get a job now. And so he finds a job with a farmer, and the farmer sends him to work with the pigs.
That's a bit the lowest of the low, don't you reckon?
Yeah. So working with the pigs, he's really hungry. He gets hardly any money, hardly any food. He's so hungry, in fact, that he starts to think the food that the pigs are eating, it looks tasty.
Ew,
Yeah.
that's gross.
It's disgusting. But he comes to his senses. He's like, hang on.
I bet. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. My father has workers who eat plenty of food. They have food to spare. What am I doing here? So he quits his job, gets up from where he's working, and he goes and decides to become like one of the hired men.
Gosh, he's going to go home. Wow.
Yeah. And so he's nervous about that while traveling home. And so he starts coming up with a speech because he doesn't know what he'll say. So he's trying to come up with something to say to his father when he gets home. And so he's like, "Father, what I've done is really wrong. So bad, in fact, that I shouldn't be called your son anymore. So please make me like one of your hired workers."
Wow.
Yeah. And so with that speech prepared, he's a bit more confident, so he keeps going. And while he's still a long way off, the father sees him and runs to him. What do you reckon the father's going to do?
I don't know. Is he going to be angry?
Yeah, you'd think that, but he actually just throws his arms around him and gives him the biggest hug and the biggest kiss. And the son at that point is like, "Okay, I got the speech ready." And he goes, "Father, what I've done is really wrong. So bad, in fact, that I shouldn't be called your son anymore. Could you please..." And before he could finish the sentence, his father calls out to some of his workers and he's like, "Quick, bring the best robe, put it on him. Bring the shiniest ring, put it on his finger. Bring the best sandals, put it on his feet. Bring the fattest calf, prepare it, because we're going to have a feast and celebrate. Because this son of mine was dead and now he's alive. He was lost and now he's found." And so they begin to celebrate.
That is extraordinary.
Yeah.
My thinking is, though, I wonder what the older brother is going to think about that.
Yeah, well, you'll have to listen to the sermon to find out.
Oh, okay. Good call.